Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday night free broadcast. And here we are. We're starting the month of April, the beginning of the second quarter of business. And I've got to tell you, it has never been easier to connect with people on Facebook and LinkedIn than it is right now. I came across this post that I actually started the month of April with last year. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. And I'm here to show all of you that there's no reason to be afraid. No reason at all. It has never been easier to build your business using LinkedIn, using Facebook. Tonight, we're going to talk about how to create real engagement that converts to sales on LinkedIn and Facebook. So, my friends, hold on to your hats. If you're on LinkedIn or Facebook trying to get clients, customers, recruits, or sales, what you're probably doing isn't working. You're posting, you're messaging, you're hoping, but you're not getting engagement that leads to meaningful conversations that convert to sales. Well, that ends tonight. Now, social networks have provided an endless source of free leads to the public for over 30 years. All you need is a visible LinkedIn profile to connect with everyone and a LinkedIn phone app to communicate with everyone. LinkedIn is now up to 1,160,000,000 professionals. Facebook. All you need is a visible Facebook profile to connect with everyone. A Facebook phone app to communicate with everyone. And then all you need is 1 or 2 hours a day to build your business. Now, if you're looking for customers, you're looking for business builders, it has never been easier. Never. Your business will grow faster with business builders. And again, it's easy to identify, pick out the people that you know in advance would make great candidates for your business. And then it's all about picking the right ones, checking out the contents of their page, picking out the people that you know almost in advance would be great candidates for your business. And so you bring one in, and within 72 hours, you could have them connecting with people that they know, bringing people into the business. By the end of the month, they could have a growing, duplicating team. And in 90 days, they could be a proactive, fast-growing leader in your business. Now, my 4-step formula and scripts have been behind the success of top-earning affiliate and network marketing leaders for over 25 years. Create a page. And for those of you that have been on LinkedIn for an extended period of time, you're already connected to people that could indeed be serious prospects for your business. Create your page, connect with people, new people, or reconnect with the people you're already connected to. And what we're seeing is that about 25% of the people you're connected to that you haven't talked to for whatever reason, haven't followed up with them, are still candidates for your business. Then it's all communicating with them, talking to people. Follow my scripts, qualify them, and close the people who clearly need what you have, want what you have. Now, effective engagement is the key to your success. Engagement, communication, texting, talking to people, actively communicating with them. And there are lots of ways to communicate. A like, a comment is a form of communication. Hosting engagement builds relationships with people without talking to them. Now, the simplicity and ease of teaching my system to everyone that comes into their business ensures immediate duplication that drives excitement, motivation, and rapid rank advancement deeper into their organization. Will Zander was the #5 top earner in his company when he started working with me. And, it's kind of interesting because on last week, I actually reconnected with someone who was responsible for telling Will about me. 6 months after we started, he moved up to #2. Today's #1. How did he get there? It's not just what he did. It's the duplication of what members of his team did. Now, tonight, I'm pulling back the curtain on the #1 most effective strategy: create immediate engagement with your audience on LinkedIn and Facebook and convert your connections into new team members or customers. For years, I've talked about how easy it is to identify who you wanted to talk to. It's like pulling out a green M&M from a bowl of candy. Not everyone on LinkedIn and Facebook is a prospect for your business, but it's as easy to identify the people who would be predisposed, interested, eager, ready, and willing to talk to you, buy your products, or get into business with you, as it would be to pull a green M&M from a large bowl of candy. Your personal profile page on LinkedIn and Facebook is your ticket to getting the easiest and fastest results to building your business. The most effective way to use your profile to build your business is to attract people to you with your daily posting activity that stimulates engagement, but does not involve promoting your business or products. And that is the problem that most people have. You have to remember social networking law #1. What you see is what you get. And people that turn their profiles into commercials for their business are shooting themselves in the foot. What people see on your profile broadcasts to the world what you want to talk about. So if you know in advance that someone's a perfect prospect for what you're selling by the contents of their profile, and your profile does not show that you're a network marketer that wants to sell them something, it will be easier to develop a relationship with them before talking about your business, and you will sell to more people and build your business faster. Instead of wasting time reaching out to a bunch of people who will never buy your products, there are simple ways to find and perfect ways and means of attracting the people who want to buy your products on LinkedIn and Facebook before they're contacted by your competition and they buy from them instead. Clyde Rush, one of my students a few years ago. Since I started making posts the way you taught me, I've enrolled 14 people. This is the best thing that's out there to build my business. I love this. That was his first month. The secret to connecting with perfect prospects is simple. Their profile content, their visible daily activity, They're answers to your pre-qualifying questions. You got to think quality over quantity. I can't emphasize this enough. Quality over quantity. The more selective you are, the more successful you're going to be. The people on LinkedIn and Facebook that you want to talk to are going to fall into three categories. One, the people you're connected to that you know. Well, they're your warm market contacts. Second group, people that you're connected to that you don't know. And it's kind of amazing because initially, people were very selective about who they talked to. All right? They used to be very selective about who they talked to, about who they accepted as a connection. Not anymore. And the third group are the people that you're not connected to, that you want to know. And that's going to be the biggest group of people. Now, so much has changed since last year that most of you that are coming back will not believe how faster and easier it is now to build your business. Now, the more selective you are about the people you connect with and talk to, the more successful you're going to be. You want the green M&Ms, people that want to build a business. The yellow M&Ms are unhappy network marketing leaders looking for new companies. The blue M&Ms are orphan network marketers. And finally, customers. People who would naturally get involved, buy your products. And that's what it's all about. Now, posting is the number one way to create engagement that leads to sales on LinkedIn and Facebook. A like, a comment, or a share starts the process. Sharing a post with your prospect is one of the easiest ways to follow up with people. You know, somebody that gets into network marketing initially is told to make a list of the people that they know, call them. Now, Facebook has had the strategy, just change your picture and start talking to the people who react and respond before you make that warm market listing call. LinkedIn now has a new feature that makes it easier to reconnect with people, to talk to them. You develop relationships faster with people by continually posting. The content of your post position you to be perceived as an influencer by everyone that sees your post. Tomorrow, April 7th, is National Beer Day. You know, the holiday strategy has become probably the #2 posting tactic, aside from the birthday strategy, that I introduced years ago, that starts conversations with your prospects. The visibility of your posts dramatically increased by posting a GIF, a moving image. LinkedIn posts with images receive 98% more comments than those without, and GIFs get shared 20 times more than any other content format on LinkedIn. You're going to roll more reps with these proven action posts and texting scripts. Change your picture. Wish someone a happy birthday, or adjust your profile so that people are wishing you a happy birthday. Same thing with anniversaries. Change the date on your profile and generate an anniversary notice where people will reach out to you. Wish someone a happy holiday. Official or unofficial. Post something motivational. Post something that has personal development slant. Post a joke. But when we're posting, post images, post GIFs. Remember, they get more people see them, more people react to them, and then reach out and send a text message to the suitable prospect to respond to any of your actions. Remember, please, that just because someone reacts and responds to what you do does not mean they're a prospect. A like, a comment, a share becomes a lead. Leads become prospects. And prospects become business builders or customers. Start talking to the people who respond to anything you do. Reach out to people and start talking to them based on what you see they do. Remember, the more selective you are about who you choose to talk to, the more successful you're going to be. Think quality over quantity. Will Zander sent me this. First week we worked together. It's exactly like I said it would be. Since last week, I made 2 posts that generated dozens of easy conversations by following your scripts word for word, and I generated a dozen sales. That's 6 sales a post. My activity has made my entire organization curious about what I'm doing. Your activity will make everybody that you're connected to curious, even people you talked about the business months or even years ago. He resurrected a few of his dormant distributors that want to get back in the business, and I also made 3 appointments with a few that want to get into my business. Where have you been all my life? Ace and Rich, that I've just started working with again. Thanks to your mentoring, in 15 weeks, my income soared from $0 to $42,000. That's $2,800 a week. Within 6 months, I had $250,000 in earnings, becoming the #1 top earner. Your methods have truly transformed my life and business. Posting got them there. Melanie McCool sent me this. Been talking to everyone who likes my posts. As of this evening, I've had at least 40 active conversations. Have had 6 look at the presentation in the last 7 days, enrolled 3. Working on 2 more from my conversations this morning. Finally, 8 enrolled by the end of the month. None from her fancy schmancy marketing methods, all from your easy, duplicatable methods. Post. Wendy sent me this. I love what you've shown me so far. It's only been a week and nearly 70% of the people I contact are accepting me as a friend. It reached a point in my prospecting where I thought my warm market was exhausted. You showed me that it's infinite. I'm having so much fun doing this that I'm now inspired to prospect again. I don't show you these to impress you. I show you these to impress upon you what you can be doing. Rosa Gonzalez, in 1 year, built a team of 15,000 people. You're all heading down the same road. And Mija doubled his income in 3 months. And many of his team members are having great results. In fact, most of his international associates enroll by following my system. So why do some people fail? Well, actually, we should change that. Why do most people fail? %48 of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. So when you're looking at someone's profile and you see that someone in their company is connected to them, it doesn't mean they ever talk to them. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% make 3 contacts and stop. So only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. They don't follow up. LinkedIn has a feature called Catch Up, which is going to play a big role in the growth of your business. These important sales statistics tell the story. 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 3% on the second contact, 5% on the third contact. 10% of sales are made on the first, second, or third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. That means that 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. And again, the fortune's in the follow-up. LinkedIn's catch-up makes it easier to connect with people or reconnect. Now, posting makes it easier to follow up with your prospects. In fact, 80% of sales happen after the 5th contact, while most people stop after the 2nd. A post is a form of contact. The fortune of your business is in the follow-up. One of the most powerful yet overlooked disciplines in network marketing in any business and in life is the art of following up. And LinkedIn now makes it easier to follow up with every prospect. The most successful professionals understand this simple truth. Most sales opportunities don't convert on the first contact. They blossom through consistency, relationship building actions, and persistence. And a post is an easy way for you to stay in touch with everyone. Don't treat your prospects on LinkedIn or at any other social network as a one-time opportunity to make a sale. Treat them like you would any relationship. Relationships take time, they take care, and they grow when you show up consistently, not just when it's convenient for you, but when it matters for them. The average person gives up after 1 or 2 contacts. This is where the top 10% of network marketers rise above. They use systems and routines for following up. So what do you want? You have to understand why following up, for all intents and purposes, is non-negotiable. Posting builds trust. Every follow-up post says, "You matter. I haven't forgotten you." Posting keeps you at the top of their mind. People buy when they're ready, not when you are. Posting shows professionalism. Following up with a post says, "I take my word and your time seriously." So if you want to double your income, triple your follow-up. Success is not an accident. It's a result of consistent, focused effort and applied over time. Jim Rohn would say, discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. Don't regret a lost opportunity just because you failed to post and follow up. So, LinkedIn has some new features that are going to make it easier for you to follow up. And catch up is huge. Job changes, birthdays, work anniversaries, education. It enables you to reconnect with your existing connections, enables you to follow up with anybody that you're connected to. So I'm going to jump over to LinkedIn. I'm going to go over to your network. You go to catch up. So catch up is where you can see who you're connected to has changed a job, celebrating a birthday, a work anniversary, did something new with their education. Let's go to job change. So Kimberly changed her profile, and since she did, she has 14 people that liked it and 12 people made comments. Adam made a change. He's had 67 people that liked it, 31 people made comments, making it easy to talk to people. So last week, let's see if Joe's here. Last week, Joe made a change to his profile, and he's already had 8 people like it, 7 people made comments. Unbelievable. Kimberly, man, this is really working for Kimberly. She reposted this. She's had 24 people like it, 17 people made comments. That is the easiest way to re-engage with people you're already connected to. If I come down here, here's the other one she did. The first one. Now she's up to 43 connections, 43 likes, 36 connections. Birthdays is another one. Now, you just have to be careful about birthdays because even though somebody is having a birthday doesn't mean they're active. At the end of the day, it's all about conversation. It's all about what you say. The searching features have also changed. And another feature, highlights. Again, makes it easier to talk to people. So LinkedIn's new catch-up feature is producing immediate results with people you're connected to. Immediately after Randy changed his profile and posted a profile change on LinkedIn, he initially received 38 likes, 15 comments from catch-up, and he started talking to people. 2 days later, he was up to 72 people, 23 comments. And I brought up Kimberly's, the first one, 41 likes and 35 comments. And that one's much higher now. And then she did it again. Now, my social network boot camp starts on Thursday. If you haven't registered, we're going to show you some things that have never been seen before. I want to pop over here for just a minute. You see, one of the things that we're doing in our case studies, we're showing you the precise things to say to people. It was a case study where somebody started a conversation in November. They ended up signing up in the business in May. But they only spent 50 minutes in conversation. And so what we're doing now to emphasize the importance of posting is we're going to provide you with all, aside from the conversation, all of the posts 2 a week that led to the reinforcing of the relationship. You want to think of everybody that you connect with like you're planting a seed. Now, all of these are gifts. All of these are moving images. Six months after the conversation started, person came back, asked a question, and then 2 months later, they signed up in the business. These are all posts. These are all gifts. These are all moving images that kept the conversation going, even though there was no talking, kept the communication going. And then when the person was ready, they signed up in the business. When your prospect is ready. So the person came back, he asked a question, we answered it. And then 2 months later, they signed up. Now, we're going to show you where you get these in boot camp. You just have to go on Google, look them up. And there you have it. Treat every prospect like they're a prospect until they're not a prospect. And LinkedIn is making it easy to keep track of your prospects by letting you star the account. So you can jump back into LinkedIn and you could look at all your hot prospects all at the same time. So boot camp starts on Thursday. We're going to be introducing new material. And by the way, the case studies The examples of conversations were developed when I logged into people's accounts and I did all the conversations with their prospects. This boot camp has a 5th session, a daily routine of top earners. We're starting the 2nd quarter of the year. Tomorrow, during the daytime, we're going to show you new LinkedIn features that are going to make it easier to connect with people. And tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, we're going to show you new ways to talk to people with Max GPT. I'll be back tomorrow. Until next time, there's nothing to prevent you from talking to 10, 15, 20 people a day. There's nothing to prevent you from closing 2 or 3 people a week. You just have to be really selective about who you talk to. So, until next time, best of luck in building your business.